All right, NBA season, man. Preseason was on till yesterday. I saw a few games, and I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the preseason. Now, before we get to the video now, with a video now, I'm on audio as you can see. I'm traveling for today, so tomorrow next episode Thursday morning we'll be back on video. So I apologize for you guys not seeing me. You only can hear me. We'll watch these highlights. So now I'm going to talk about three games, and we're going to be short today. I'm talking about three games. It's only the preseason. You don't want to overreact or super analyze a preseason. You just want to see how new looks look so far, basically, right? So now, first game I want to talk about is Philly. Philly. Now, we all know that Philly added Andre Drummond. All right, Andre Drummond last year with the Lakers, he didn't really have a big role because you playing with Anthony Davis, so he wasn't really a focal point of that offense last year. Yeah, Anthony Davis and LeBron, two people that live in the paint, right? So now Drummond in this game, he looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, he looked pretty good. I know he was 6 from 9, scored 19 points in 24 minutes, and he played a lot of bully ball, a lot of big man ball. He was in the post. He had great post work, post moves in the post. I thought he looked pretty good. Now I'm curious, and he had 14 rebounds. I'm curious to see how he would look next to Joel Embiid. The fact that Joel Embiid can stretch the floor out. All right. Now, of course, they're not going to put them on the floor together in spurts. Now, not in long spurts, right? It's going to be in spurts. It's going to be in short period of time because Joel Embiid needs to live in the paint. He needs to live in the paint because Joel Embiid is unstoppable in the paint. Now, like I said, he can stretch the flow out as a big man, but he is unstoppable in the paint. But the great thing about Drummond, he's a great rebounder. All right? I know he's undersized, but he had 14 rebounds last night in 24 minutes. Right? If he play, come on now. If he play the whole game, that's 28 rebounds right there, right? So, now, the next game I want to talk about, I got to talk about my Kings, y'all. The Sacramento Kings. All right, the Sacramento Kings played the Suns yesterday. The Kings won 117-106, right? But I want to talk about a couple of things. Now, the Kings, for number one, Bagley. Bagley's still on the roster. I really thought that he would be off the roster by the time we came to this point. But the fact that he's still on the roster, now you got to make things work. All right? Now, I like how Luke Walton started Marvin Bagley, because Marvin Bagley is a skilled player. He's just always injured. He's always injured, and he's a bad defender. He's not really a good defender. So, but I like the fact that Luke Walton put him in the start lineup because we can utilize his skill set. All right? Now, what I did like about the Kings yesterday was they used a lot of three-guard lineups. All right? A lot of three-guard lineups. There were times when they put Halliburton, Fox, and Davion Mitchell in the game together. There was times they put Fox, Halliburton, and Buddy Hield, of course, in the game together. All right? And then there were also times when they put Davis, Halliburton, and Hill in the game together. So, they kept mixing the three-guard lineups. And when the three-guard lineups were on the floor, it created space on the floor and had an opportunity for a lot of threes. Now, granted, the Kings didn't make a lot of those threes. They took a lot of threes last night. Now, I like that. Because in the era we in right now in this NBA, you got to be able to make the 3-point shot. Now, most games are determined by who make more threes, right? Who's high from the 3-point line. So, but the fact that it creates opportunities for the Kings to get these wide open threes, I think it's awesome because it's only the first game of the preseason for the Kings, and of course a lot of people can be rusty. Rhythm's not there, so I like that. So that's one thing I'm gonna say about them. So in another game, I want to talk about the Warriors versus the Blazers. Now, Damian Lillard looks like Damian Lillard. All right, Damian Lillard looks like Damian Lillard. He played 18 minutes, 6 from 8 from the field, 5 from 7 from 3, had 19 points. He looks like Damian Lillard. CJ McCollum had an okay game. He played 12 minutes, 12 points, shot 50% from the field. All right, shot 50% from the 3-point line. So now, what I like about it's about the Warriors. Now the Warriors, right? What I saw from the Warriors, Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole had 30 points in 22 minutes. You know why? Because he was super aggressive at the 3-point line, and I think that's where he has to be. He was 7 from 13 from the 3-point line, which is more than 50%. 10 for 17 from the field, scored 30 points. And he had 5 and 5, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. But the fact that he was overly aggressive from the three-point line, the Warriors need that. Because what it does is stretches the flow out. Now, imagine Jordan, so okay, the problem with Steph Curry in this team without Klay Thompson is the fact that he's constantly getting double and triple team. But if they shoot the three aggressively, I'm not talking about Steph, the role players, it would create more space on the floor. All right, you're in the NBA. You can hit a three. You just gotta shoot enough of them, right? So now and then you make a few of them, you're going to be a threat. So I like the fact that Jordan Poole shot 13 threes, and then you got Otto Porter Jr. He shot 7 threes. That's why I like that. You got it, and he had 19 points. So they have to stretch the flow out for Steph Curry. Not for it. They have to get the pressure off Steph Curry. Now, Clay's going to come out around Christmas, I believe. And when he comes back, it's going to help out. But these guys got to shoot the three. And then when they shoot the three, it opens some flow up for Steph Curry, meaning he have a lot of one-on-one opportunities. All right? And I like that Kevin Looney, who's in that, he shot a mid-range in the beginning of the game. He hit the mid-range. I think he needs to do that more, especially with the pick and roll. If you do Draymond and Steph in the pick and roll, right, Draymond could be flashing. He could do the pick and roll. He could give it to Draymond. Draymond could be flashing. He could either give it to Looney on the short corner for a mid range, or give it to Looney on an alley oop, or he can kick it to the corner to like Jordan Poole or etc. Right. So now they had to shoot more jumpers, like shoot more. Like Kevin Looney got to stretch the flow out when he can, and the role players have to stretch the flow out. Now Andrew Wiggins, man, I mean he had an okay game. He shot 50% from the field, also, And Andrew, I'm curious to see how it's going to look with Steph, Klay, and Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green. So that's it, man. It's not a lot I got to say about the NBA today. I just want to give a cover on the preseason. And I'm going to do the top 5 point guards on my next video Thursday morning. I just want to have video when I do that video. So that's about it. So great job. You made it to the end. I really appreciate that. You made it to the end. Now, before you leave this video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell also so you can be notified when we drop our next video. And lastly, make sure use the comment section. Put your comments down. Tell me what you think about this topic we just went over. Tell me your comments, your opinions, and maybe we can have a chat debate in the comments. So I appreciate you guys for staying, and I'll see you at the next show.